Hey, everybody, this is Betty Hill, and this segment is not going to be too long, but this is Keeping It Real, Betty Hill. And, I was just thinking about some things about us supporting one another, um, especially the African American race. A lot of times we see the Caucasian race supporting each other on a regular basis, and we like to support one another. We have an election coming up, and the fact of the matter is, we need to get our brothers and sisters out to vote, to get the real ID. It may be a situation coming up in the election time that they will not allow some people to vote unless they have the real ID. If you know some that don't have it, check into the DMV on a weekday or Saturday. My suggestion is to get there early, because if you get there between 10 and 11, you're going to be there about an hour and a half or so. I went 2 days after Christmas, and I think I got there about 11 o'clock and was there at almost 2 o'clock. Um, as far as our brothers and sisters writing books, or having different logs or YouTube channels such as myself, a lot of times we skip over those things and not wanting to listen because we have a lot of things, time and whatever that we're doing, or we have our sisters and brothers in ministry that's ministering. We overlook those things, but I think it's really important for us to support one another. um, you know Little small businesses that you have there, or whatever, it's real important for us to support one another, to be each other's backbone, to just be there for each other. Because if not, who will support us? The Caucasian brothers and sisters, I'm not saying all of them, but most of them, they're there for each other on a regular basis. We aren't. We overlook each other. We just like, I don't want to see that. I don't want to look at that. And it's really a shame that we overlook our brothers and sisters and not give the support that's needed. Whatever it is, we need to support one another. Another thing I want to speak about is, we have to listen to different things, that people may suggest to us or say to us. I left the church, one church I was attending, which was a diverse church, but another pastor came along and I picked up some vibes that I didn't particularly like. So I left, and then my son was like, "Hey, mom, go to this church, here in Memphis." And I went to the church today. It's called the Life Church off Germantown, and I really enjoyed it. It is diverse. They were keeping it real, down to earth, more relaxed environment, atmosphere, and the diversity that's in there. Um, the pastor is best friends with another pastor. They have several locations in New York and Houston Levy location. The location I went to is Germantown, Tennessee, and I think they have one out of the country. But the fact of the matter is, the word was being taught. They were talking about black and white issues, which is very sensitive. But the fact of the matter that the white pastor was supporting the black pastor, and they were talking about white privilege, that he receives, and that blacks don't receive that. Now he was supporting the black pastor, and because they were best friends, he felt his pain. And like I said, I'm not knocking that all white people don't support blacks, but from what we know and what we've seen on television, some do and some don't. But as African Americans, black people, whatever you want to call yourselves, if you got a black brother or sister or whatever, or Latino, African American, of another color other than Caucasian, if they're doing something, you guys support them. I always ask you guys to like, share, and subscribe. You subscribe to this channel, it doesn't cost anything. Um, just trying to do something different, and just, as I usually say, keeping it real with Betty Hill. And just getting out there and helping one another, being helpers one to another. So the support is very important in our lives. You may need to support someone if they need to go to the doctor's office, or if they need, you to help them type something, or write something up. Of course, you pray about it, and ask the Lord, is this something that you're to do? If your spirit pricks you and tells you to do that thing, go ahead and do it. It's not going to cost you much. It's probably going to bless you, in the end, and plus be a blessing blessing to them, it doesn't take much, guys. It doesn't take much at all for support one another, even on your job. A lot of people don't want to be involved in certain things, and I say, well, I don't want to get into that. I want to get into that and all. But you know what? Be right. Do the right thing. If you're needing to support someone, go ahead and do it. Why would you sit back and let your brother or sister fall short and you're knowing something is going on and you don't want to stand up and support them and tell the truth or say something? I don't think that's good at all. I'm all about trying to tell the truth and do things right. Of course, we all fall short, for the glory of God, and all of us are sinners, to fall short or whatever. But, to do something right and to be a support to someone, that's what I believe we need to do. The schools, I'm a teacher, our principal basically wants us to support our students that's involved in different activities because their parents are not there to support them. So, we go and support them in different games that they have, and they're so happy to see us. If you have some sisters and brothers out there that need, to support them. If you need some friends that's down and out, support them. Give them a call, see how they're doing. It may make their day, whatever, because a lot of people are feeling, bad, get in a depressed state, this, that, and other, because they feel as though they're not loved, they're not supported. Your children may be adults, but they need your support. They need our support. My son calls me on a regular, and I thank God for our relationship that he does do that, and I support his efforts and his dreams and things that he's wanting to do, so, that's what I'm basically bringing about on today. I've been busy doing some reports that I have to do on this week, and like I said, my best friend Curtis Sims is always, okay, Betty, go ahead and do what you need to do. Betty, I got you. He supports me in background, whatever I'm doing. I support my son. I try to support any family members. If they need to talk to me or just have that listening ear. Guys, we are to be there to support one another, and it's just really, something we need to do that, you know. Um, God sent Jesus to comfort us. We can be a comforter to others out there, and whatever it takes, whatever you do, just be something minute, something small that you can say or do to support that person, So I just say to you guys on this Sunday, let's support one another. If someone has a book that they're writing or in print and they put out something and they need our support, hey, put a donation out there, support them. Because hey, you're gonna go to the grocery store, you're gonna spend $20 so fast, eating out or whatever. Their book may be $20, $25. Let's support them. Let's start supporting them. Put our monies there towards a good effort to support someone. If they have a channel, if they have a little, you see, Facebook is always putting out things, on there, and they want you to listen to their video, whatever. Take a few minutes, take some time and support them. And I just say again, the African Americans, us, we do not support one another. We need to do better by that. Just that's the problem too. A lot of times people say we don't read. They put things out there and they know for a fact that Black people don't like to read. So we don't like to read, and we don't like to read. They put it out there and say, well, they aren't going to support one another. They're killing each other. They're doing this, they're doing that. And that's a shame because most of it is the truth. We don't like to read. That's where some of our young people, our young men are behind bars, or whatever. And even if they're students with special needs or men or women with special needs, they need our support. Regular people need your support. Even if you have degrees or whatever, there's something going on. Someone else needs your support. So I just, ask you guys, let's support one another, people. Let's support one another. That's what we need to do. That's what's in my spirit. That's what I'm saying. Okay. It's been about 9 minutes, 28 seconds. This is Keeping It Real with Betty Hill. Support, 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 support. All right. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday at 6:52 my time, Central Time. Have a great evening and have a great week with the love of the Lord. Peace.